Okay, very good day everybody. Welcome to another video. I'm your personal funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko and I hope to be your captain for today's flight. Today we're going to be doing something different. As you can see, we did not load up on the parking position or anything, but we're actually loading up straight into the flight simulator. I just purchased the Flysimware's Learjet 35A, and I figured let's just jump straight into it live on the channel, and let's stumble on and see just take her for a spin, see if we can start her up and all that stuff. So this might be your chance to see me struggle, and it might be your chance to see me shine. In any case, hopefully it's entertaining and interesting. I do not know a lot about this aircraft though. Flysimware is the developer, and they also have developed the Cessna 414AW Chancellor, which is a super airplane. As you might know, it's one of my favorites to fly on the channel. And so they now have released the first stable version, if you will, of the Learjet 35 Alpha. I was just looking at the liveries, so it comes in quite a variety of liveries, but there's also, as you can see, there's some repetition going on. So the differences are like the avionics that the aircraft is equipped with. So for instance, here you have the TDS GTN 750XI plus radar, and then the one that I selected was the one that I'm using, the PMS GTN 750. I'm not sure what the plus radar stands for, but they all have it, so I figured let's just choose that. So that's what we chose. I like this livery, and we're going to be doing a flight from St. Louis Lambert International Airport in the United States of America to Midway, Chicago Midway, also in the United States of America. It should be a flight, like total flight time, I believe it's around 1 hour and 15 minutes or something. Let's see if I can see what the flight time was, because I forget easily. Anyway, I believe it's about 1 hour and 15 minutes or so, and obviously there will be some challenges, so hopefully we can get this sucker off the ground. So let's just dive on in. Let's just check if we have live weather, live traffic. Yeah, sure, that's okay. I think all I need to do is just reselect the ramp 72 for the departures at Lambert St. Louis International, and let's just hop on in and see what's going to happen. Now, yesterday on the stream, halfway through, or actually quite from the beginning, noticed after the stream that my microphone at some stage was simply turned off. Obviously, every now and then I might mute it manually, you know, like so I'm not coughing in your ear or something, you know. But I don't know what happened. I saw myself in the video talking, like showing things with my mouse pointer, zooming in on things, explaining some things and whatever. But there was nothing. But the ATC could still hear me, obviously, because the microphone itself was not off. It was just on the streaming software. Alright, so looks like we're in. Let me first quickly check my sound settings here, so that I can actually hear something. And let's just get in. So this is the Flysimware Learjet 35 Alpha. I do not know a whole lot about this aircraft. I believe it's fairly old. No clue how the simulator is going to run it, but we'll see. There's a lovely interior, and let me tell you, I saw this little video, I believe this morning, like 2 or 3 minutes of A330 driver. Check out his channel, very interesting stuff. And he showed me that these windshields, whatever you call them, they are interactive, and I was like, I got to get me one of these, absolutely for sure. I don't know why, I'm just totally crazy about this stuff. So here you have some nice little table that you can fold out. Sure, the television works. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there's actually another sunscreen, sunshade, whatever you want to call it. Right, man. So this obviously looks all really nice, and well, obviously some buttons, everything. But let's just jump into the cockpit, and I'm just looking around actually myself here. Looks really nice. I like the wooden panel here, the wood there that you see as well. Actually, I have to look again, man. I really like this little sort of a wall there, you know. Looks really nice. I like the wood panels there. So momentarily we will also have a look outside. I'm not going to go into great detail. I do not know enough about these things, but you can have a little look externally, and maybe get the external camera out so that we can sort of revolve around the aircraft. Let's bring back the rotation speed and the drone speed, like 3 or 2 or something. Let's see how this is going to work out. So that's it. The Flysimware Learjet 35A. In a way, it's a really ugly livery. But I guess that's actually why I was drawn to it. I do like it as well at the same time. It's an interesting, it's a funky kind of feeling, if you know what I mean. So we got the fuel tanks here, the wingtips, and what do we have? Let's have a look at the light. That looks pretty nice. You can actually see some screws in there. And there's even some words written on it. Not really sure what it says, but obviously it probably means something. We are using real world time and real world weather. So this should be today's weather in St. Louis, United States of America. Windstar 1. I don't know if the name of this particular line, I'm not really sure. Do not push. Well, I do not intend to. Yeah, man. So that's her. That's obviously a whole lot of information that you can find online if you check the A330 driver channel, and probably also 320 Sim Pilot. Was actually one of my absolute all-time favorites. These guys know a lot about these aircraft, and there's some other very interesting channels as well to check out. So if you want to know some more information, learn some more information about all these specific systems and everything, then be sure to check their channels as well. They'll be able to tell you what this little thingy does and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, me, I'm just checking it out, and I like like to just try and operate them, take off, land. You know what I mean? So actually looks pretty okay actually up close. Jet fuel only. That's good to know, because I was about to open it up and put some lighter fuel in there. But well, saved by the letters. would be nice if we could open this up, but perhaps there is actually a way. I'm not really sure. I do find this interesting here, the little light here with the cap around it. Look at that, man. It's just sweet. You can actually see the screw here. Here, this one on the left. I know, it just looks cool. Alright, man, without any further ado, or maybe some ado, let's hop on back in. Let me get the camera controls back, cockpit, there we go, and we're inside. Alright, so how the hell are we going to go about this? I have no clue, especially when I'm talking at the same time. When I talk at the same time, it's a little, a little challenging to think. It's probably something typical for my brain. I'm loading the Navigraph charts for a second, just to get our flight plan and everything. Because I figured let's just do a flight anyway, you know. See if we can do anything. This was yesterday's flight, so let's do unload and import. So St. Louis to Midway. And there we have it. That should be our flight. So an RNAV departure and an RNAV arrival. I'm not sure which runway we are taking yet. We can go either via Funky, which I hope, and then Beard, or we can go via DSAP, Rani, Walter. In any case, these will all lead to Natka and Spinner VOR. Well, that's all good. Maybe let's have a look at the airport diagram. We can see where we are. We're here, basically actually at the general aviation parking according to this map. Anyway, let's get rid of this. And I believe they do have some checklists, but maybe just try and follow the checklist. So maybe just first orient ourselves a little bit. So where to start? Maybe can we get the yoke out of the way? Yes, we can. Return yoke. That's cute. That's really cute. So let's orient ourselves here, like on the main panel. We have my brain is so easily distracted. Let's see, speaker. Okay, so this is a radio channel, nav1, nav2, ADF, DME marker. It's probably your sound, like, you know, want to hear DME or whatever. I like what they did. Look at the detail, man. Let me just zoom in here a little bit. Look at the edges of the buttons been worn off, so the aircraft's been used, you know. Very nicely simulated. And there's also, does not look cheap, like, you know, obviously a lot of textures get copied around, you know, with creators, developers. And these two look sort of a little bit similar, but, you know, then again, it's probably typical wear and tear anyway, you know, so it doesn't look like they got away cheap, you know. They took every little button, got their own individual wear and tear on it. Probably there might be some repetition here and there when you're not paying too much attention, but that is for the really attention payers, you know. Alright, so the left panel here looks like some audio thingies. Windshield heater, windshield radiator dome, I guess. Static source, tab wing heat. This is an SL maybe, Python heat, avionics master. So the avionics, we can turn them on here. Radio attitude, autopilot. Some things are worded slightly differently than I'm used to, but that's all part of the learning experience, obviously. This looks similar, I think, to the think that's just a timer. Never mind. Parking brake state. This is like this annunciator panel, I guess. But you can see if the parking brake is set. Then we have our, I call it speedometer. Probably there's a different word for it if you want to sound really like a professional. I have no clue what the limits, the operating limits are of this aircraft. So it shall not be operated for more than 10 seconds when outside air temperatures above 50 degrees Fahrenheit. We can see if we're going left or right, basically. Well, actually not. It's the ADF and the VOR indicators. Here's our compass, our rate of climb, or descent, whichever the direction your nose is pointing, angle of attack there. This is all fairly easy. Turbine, this is a speed? I would assume speed. Turbine temperature, fan speed, fuel flow. There's a little L there, so there's going to be two little arms, one for the left engine, one for the right engine, or tank actually in this case. Oil pressure. Okay. And one reminder, interesting, not sure what that is. On test button, altimeter alerter. Probably not going to work because it's not powered up anyway now. We are currently at 1013, so we should probably check the actual barometric pressure at the airport. There's an amp meter, DC volts, amps, again, oil temperature, AC volts. Details are really cool, man. Heat limitations with flap 8, 200 knots, indicated airspeed, flap 20, 200 knots, flap 40, 150 knots. What else do we have here? Trim overspeed. Oh, that's an interesting button. Your no smoking, horn silence. Horn silencer is always nice when something is going crazy. So let me really quickly check the microphone. Okay, I'm still there. Very good. Wing temperature. Seatbelts and shoulder harness must be worn during takeoff and landing. Use your flap indicator. What else can we see? This weather radar, and this will be the PMS GTN 750, the GPS. The DME measuring distance measuring equipment. Here for the co-pilot, there's also the angle of attack and everything. See if he has anything differently. Cabin pressure, and set it all, control it right here. Battery temperature, check, that's very good. We have some, oh, are they not interactive? These circuit breakers. Lots of payware aircraft, the circuit breakers are interactive. I would actually have expected them to be interactive, but unless I'm doing something wrong, I don't know. As I said, we just jumped straight into it. My very first time loading it up. At least you can put your whiskey down. Heat off on. Oh, that, you can also not press that. That's a bit of a shame. These things are nice, you know, if you can. Alright, okay. I've had enough of this. There's some pens there. Some nice little detail. And it's time for a little sip of the iced tea here. keep things lubricated. Alright, so what else do we have? So that's the main panel basically. Here, throttle quadrant. Anything out of the ordinary here, or anything brings to the attention. Engine sync to the turbine fan, turbine, not really sure. Working brake, drag chute. Wait a minute, this does not have a drag chute now, does it? Do not deploy above 150 knots, do not deploy while airborne. That sounds like very sound advice, absolutely. This does not, however, look interactive. It might not have it. Then here is this little section, jet pumps, standby pumps. I think we will definitely be needing a checklist. I do not believe it has an interactive checklist. Here. No, sorry Bob, it is not there. So we'll have to do it the hard way. I did download the manual. It is in a separate window. Well, it's basically I'm using one screen, but it's in a separate window in the background. I actually haven't really not read it actually. I just opened it, downloaded it, and put it there in case we might need it or something. Pitch trim. So there's a trim section here. Yaw damper, always good to use. The headset, cockpit voice recorder, clear radio channel, COM1 and NAV1, I would assume. This is a common NAV station. Nose down, nose up, it's probably for trimming a little bit. So it looks like there's a lot going on in this aircraft, a little bit more than I expected, but it's cool. It costs about, I believe, $40 US. These look not really interactive. Okay. Alright, so that's the first things that we can see here. Let's see if there's anything overhead. No, nothing at all. Is there anything to our left? We have the tablet, so we can maybe get that out already. Oxygen pressure, so we have oxygen. So always good to know. And I believe we checked the right side already. Is there anything here? It doesn't look like it. Alright, so we sort of familiarized ourselves on a initial look around, if you will. Are these no, these circuit breakers? It's just the first version. I don't know. Maybe they will become interactive later on. Sure, no clue. I also wanted to check this bit here actually. Engine fire armed. So annunciator panel. Roll AFCS pitch. Thrust reversers. You can arm them. So this airplane has got a lot going on, man. It looks quite old school. Let's have a look externally again for a second. We have a T-shaped tail with wings. And we have two engines at the rear of the fuselage. It's a pretty looking airplane for sure. Alright, let's have a look now at the tablet. What is going on here? Sound, typical for the tablet sound. It's the same sound in the Flysimware Cessna 414 AW Gentle. I'm not complaining at all, obviously. I'm just really happy they included the tablet. I'm actually really happy they created these aircraft, man. It's really cool. Configuration, equipment, lights. There are some lights that you can turn off and on. You can install the chocks, engine cover, pitot cover, front cover, GPU, and we hear it immediately. Headset filter. Okay, so it's simulating that you're wearing a headset. Can we? Okay. Oh look, it's which filter? Oh, sorry, which front cover. That should be the front cover then. Oh, okay, didn't even see it. Oh, look at her, man, it's so cute. That's so cute, man. I don't know, it just looks endearing. I don't know, it just, yeah, looks really sweet. Imagine you're walking up to your little aircraft and it's standing there, you know, like a canary, you know, just put some blanket over its cage and it just falls asleep. Alright, so let's get rid of the front cover then. GPU. For now I'm just going to get rid of it. Python cover, engine cover, chocks, these can all go if you ask me. Okay, what else do we have? Doors, we can open the doors. We got the tables, so let's actually retract the table so we don't have to walk. Oh, there's the sound of the table retracting. Pretty sweet. Alright, so that's the first page. We have 5 pages. 6, sorry. Wind speed display is similar as in the Cessna 414. And what else do we have? I guess we could put in some passengers. Let's just see if we can put in Julie, Mary, Rick, Dorothy, Alicia, Will, Cindy with bottle or tablet. Let's Cindy with a tablet. And there's a bunch of luggage that they can take with them. And let's not forget about Bobby. So hopefully... Oh, that's a shame, man. They're not there. I really did not expect it. I believe the... I'm not sure. I think that's actually 414 Chancellor. Yeah, that's the same. Is there any setting that we need to... It's a bit lame. So probably all it's doing now is it will just change the weight of your aircraft and the weight distribution. In any case, I'm not going to bother with it now, but it would be really cool. Maybe they're waiting. They just not have it implemented yet. Who knows? But cool. We can do that. What's this? The fuel page. We are now 50-50. So we have tip tanks, wing tanks, and fuselage tank. All 3 of them at 50%. Our estimated range now would be about 1,000 nautical miles. This should be the checklist. And what is this? Looks like settings. Sounds, disable trim clacker. I do not want to do that. Disable N1 clackers. I do not want to disable any sounds at the moment. You can disable the tablet button sound, but I like it on. Payload sync, fuel save state, show passengers. There you go, show passengers. Alright, so let's go back to the passenger page. Is there anything else here? Fuel, quantity, weight off. I'm not really sure. Standard metric. Alright, so let's have a look. Bobby, Cindy with tablet, Alicia, Will, Dorothy, Rick, back, Mary, Julie, and co-pilot. What happens if we turn on the pilot? We will see ourselves. How's that going to work? Nope. Well, we do see the passengers there. That's pretty cool. People, hope you're all comfortable there. But I just wanted to have a look at that. I'm going to disable each and every one of them again, because I just want, for now, just to have a simple flight and not bother ourselves with any like weight distribution things and everything. I will leave show passengers on, because I will definitely use that in the future. Alright, so that's it. So let's go to the checklist. Pre-flight, see how is this set up. Like checklist. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. You just hover over with your mouse. Did actually before, but whoops. It was interesting. I believe I just hovered over and the sidebar there just popped out. That's it. So you just hover over the blue letters, select checklist. You don't have to click anything. Alright, cool. Okay, so pre-flight, pre-start. Alright, okay, so let's check the pre-flight. Engine, engine removed. Okay, so the engines are removed. That's probably the engine covers. Ground power unit as required. What do you think, man? Shall we use the... I guess let's just do it, because we're probably going to be sitting here for a bit. The GPU is right here. There you go. Let's return to the checklist then. Ground power unit as required. Baggage is secured. Cabin air damper as required. No clue. Emergency exit secured and clear. Passengers are briefed. People were going to fly. Check. Controls lock stowed. It does not look. Let's return the yoke actually. Does not look that like there is a control lock actually. Or maybe this is just procedural and it's not really simulated. Not really sure about that. Belts, harnesses and seats secured and adjusted. Parking brake is set, so the parking brake and there we go again. Thank you for these 31 seconds of being present. The yoke. One yoke, don't be a yoke now. Parking brake, here's the parking brake. Okay, wait. Let's press the toe brakes and then set the parking brake. No? Look at it, ah! That's interesting. How the hell does this work? Oh, no clue. Can we pull it? Help. I do not want to start rolling, man. For the life of me, man, I have no clue. What are these? What are these arrows here? I know that sometimes you will need to press the toe brakes and then basically one click on the parking brake and it should set. Or maybe actually that's already set. Let's have a look if we... I believe the toe brakes, the rubber pedals there, I believe they should remain in the position. Just think if there's any kind of button combination. Alright man, let's forget about it. This reminds me of the Family Guy episode where Peter is trying to get rid of a dead frog at the bottom of his windowsill, and he's trying to scoop it out with, I don't know, like a little board that he's holding or something, and it just keeps on falling off. And it just looks like that, like something's just not quite right, you know. So I'm not really sure how that works. Not sure if this is related to hydraulics. I did notice that once we did this, we disengaged the parking brake, the ground power unit was disconnected. So, let's see if we can bring that back. Okay, this is getting frustrating. GPU. Stay on, man. Okay, it won't stay on. Look outside. If anything is laughing at us. Nope. Alright, we'll just make do then. So we do not have a GPU and we do not have parking brakes. Flight controls check. Well, sure man. Restart oxygen system. Pass mask veil to auto. Oxygen, where is the oxygen? We had something here on the left. Wait, if we look at it like this. Gas mask, passenger masks, passenger oxygen. It's not here, it's not here, it's not here. I like how they just throw you well, I need another sip. I like how they just throw you in there. You know, just well, good luck, fun. Obviously, there's an extensive manual, but we're going to be stubborn. Passenger mask veil to auto, passenger oxygen veil to norm. And okay, I think this is officially lame. It doesn't look to be interactive at all. So what the hell are we worrying about? Oxygen pressure check, we did. Crew masks check and select 100%. Sure man. Circuit breakers are in. Landing gear switch should be down. Where's the landing gear? These are the flaps. Parking brake, that doesn't work. Poor sucker. I wouldn't expect it to be like all over here, no. No, I should be within arm's reach. Where the hell is the landing gear? Probably like a small button like that. Emergency brake. Maybe get some more overview. Probably laughing at us right in our face, but I do not see it yet. There you go. This should be it. And it is in the down position. So, check. Oh, come on, man. Emergency batteries check and on. We see the batteries, I believe it was. Here's the avionics, inverter, batteries. Does it's the emergency batteries or is it just batteries in general? Left generator, right generator, start button, reset button, battery 1, so I guess just battery 1. There you go, aircraft comes to life. And where was the voltage? It's about 25, 26 volts, I believe. And it goes off again. Let's also check battery number 2. Alright. Well, we got 2 batteries now. And let's carry on. Checked and on. Panel switches and avionics off or set. Panel switches and avionics. set. Not really sure. Fuel computer on. This does have a fuel computer. Would it actually be this after all? The one that I expected it was in the beginning. What is this? No, that's the DMA. Could actually be this then, maybe. It looks like a timer, man. Time is 0. The Cessna 414 has a fuel computer, like right there or whatever. Annunciator stuff. Not expected to be there. No. I do want to press some buttons here. I believe this thing is just not on at all, is it? Anyway, you can sort of like turn this sucker on. Again, I'm not sure. It actually does look like a timer. Again, I'm a little bit on the fence about it. Fuel computer. There we go. Well, how does this work? Computer left, right. So it looks like it's already on. What are they saying here in the checklist? Fuel computer should be on. Okay, so pitch trim around primary. Pitch trim, I believe the pitch trim was here. You have secondary. And there you go, there's the primary, so let's put that back to primary. Alright. Anti-skid on. So do let me know in the comments down below if you think that we are ever going to get off the ground with this thing. It's pretty cool, man. I'm liking it so far. There's a real old school feel to it. Anti-skid is right here. Yeah, that is turned on. Jet pumps on. The hell are the jet pumps? Probably like, is that fuel pumps? Hydrogen pump. Give this a shot. Hydrogen pump. Could maybe have a look to see if there is a hydrogen pump mentioned anywhere else. But it looks like it's not a short list. Okay, so let's just carry on. Let's for now assume that we're doing the correct thing. Jet pumps on. Static source both. Emergency pressure normal if installed. Lead air to on. Pilot's altimeter normal. Emergency. Static source both. And is that here as well? I have no clue what some of these things mean. Like what is static source, what is the jet pump. Jet pumps, these ones, they are on. And so let's just turn this hydrogen pump off for now. And I already forgot what the next one was. Jet pumps on, static source both. Here as well. Lambert pumps. Radio channel, radio panel should not be there. Where do we have? We're on reset or silence. I think inverter. There was the fuel computer that we were looking for. Avionics master. So I'm not really sure avionics master. Let's just double check here now because at the beginning this said panel switches and avionics off or set. Well, I guess the avionics are off, so jet pump static source, both emergency pressure, bleed air. So static source, no clue, man. Static source. And for now, I'll just settle with a button that says both. You know, I'll just press it. So can you imagine like the zombie apocalypse? So we're sitting here and there's like zombies on our way to the aircraft, and we're like, okay, man, here's a checklist. You got fuel. Let's see if you can take the sucker off in order to be eaten alive. That would be quite some pressure. Fortunately, that is not the case. I'm happy to say. So no clue. Yeah, static thingy. So I guess for now we are going to have to skip it, and maybe we'll see it pop up somewhere when we're looking at something else. What do we have here? Slave, freeze, slave, left, right, AC bus, primary, secondary, emergency, battery. Emergency battery, I believe it's said that we should turn that on. Or was on standby. Let's check this again. Emergency batteries, check and on. And then the batteries, actually, so we should not really have turned on the batteries quite yet, but that's all good. We're just loading it up for the first time. Spoiler on. So what else do we have here? Marker, VG, erect, always funny. Windshield heaters, the heating systems. Here on the left, it's just sound. Not expecting that to be there. Okay, so the static source, I don't know. We'll see that later. Emergency pressure, actually not something I saw. Norm if installed. Bleed air. I would expect the bleed air to be around. I do not believe I saw bleed air either. Well, again, let's just hope there's no zombie apocalypse, and we need to like get this sucker off the ground, you know. Inverter, battery 1, 2, generator and generator reset left and right. Landing lights, always good to know. And the emergency batteries, AC, play, marker begin no, avionics master no. Static source, there you go, static source, we found it, it's on both, so we're worrying about nothing. And then the bleed air, where the hell is the bleed air, man? I'm also going to get rid of this yoke here for a bit. cabin air. Not sure if that is the same as bleed air. But here I have some additional light controls here as well. Cabin climate. This should have bleed air. There you go. Here's the bleed air, and can go off, on, or emergency, I guess. So that's on. All right. So we found that one. Very good. And immer press. Let's just have a look here as well. I'm not sure, but I'm going to skip that for now. Okay. What else we have? The pilot's altimeter norm. Not really sure what I mean with norm. Here's the altimeter. There's like a button that says norm. I would not really expect that. I guess for now we're going to skip that as well. Batteries check and on, we did that. GPU if desired, connect and on. Let's see if we can do this now. GPU. That's so lame, come on man. See in the settings if there's anything, let's see, payload sync. Sure what that is, table blah. I don't know, not sure why it's not turning on the GPU. Part of me thinking maybe the chocks should be in place, but the chocks are also not engaging actually. Is there a way to pull it, a way to turn it, twist it? No clue, man. Toe brakes. What if I press and hold the toe brakes on my controller and then click this? No, man. Nothing having it at all. Oh, alright, okay. No GPU. I'm sure we'll figure out why later on. Just diving in without any preparation. Inverters check and on. Primary, secondary inverters, they are on. Emergency lights, if installed, tested and armed. System pressure, hydraulic pressure, check. Emergency air pressure, check as well. I'm not sure, and as we saw earlier, not everything is as interactive as you would expect at the beginning. I know it's just version 1.0, I believe it was just released, I don't know, today or something. So things might, will very likely develop a little further with updates. Let's see, parking brake set. What they're saying, do not push handle downward. We were really making a do not push handle downward. I have no clue, man. Well, parking brake will not set. We'll figure that out later. Emergency brake handle pull from recess, then return. The emergency brake handle was this one. Alright. Hydraulic pump off. That, I believe that was already off. Where was the hydraulic pump that's off? I think I called it hydrogen earlier. Let's see, annunciator lights test. So we have all the annunciator lights up here. And do they have a... Oh, that is... First arm, reversal arm, test on this, but we should also have a button, I guess, to test all these lights here. Roll a FCS pitch. Not sure what these buttons do. There you go. Alright, looks like the little bulbs in there are working. Alright, good to know. So what else we have? Warning systems. Ice detect lights test, gear warning test, fire detect, ice detect, gear warning and fire detect. I guess some of these we might skip if we want to get off the ground. Checking what we have. I think I'm just going to skip on these for now. Basically they're just tests anyway. Standby gyro, uncage, gyro, erect. So standby gyro. Would love to uncage it, but would be nice to find its cage. I mean, all these things actually, I think it's actually this one. Pull to cage. Not really sure. Alright, let's carry on. Pressurization and temperature controls. Pressurization controls. Left and right bleed air switches to on. Left and right, they're actually already on. It was just a check there. Cabin air off. Cabin climate here, lead. Not sure if the cabin air is supposed to be. Cabin air, I believe was supposed to be off, so that's, that looks fine. Auto man switch as desired. Cabin controller to cruise altitude, rate selector as desired, and cabin temperature controls as desired. So cruise altitude. Our altitude for the flight will be 39,000 feet. Just get a little closer here. So 35 coming up there. Alright, so 39,000 feet. Airplane's still there. She does look pretty, man. Still not sure why the why the GPU won't reconnect, but well, it is what it is. We'll get this sucker off the ground. Alright, what else do we have? Trim systems, number 18 on the list. Secondary pitch and cutout check, primary pitch and cutout check, trim speed, aileron check, rudder check. I'm going to check all these. I'm good with this. Autopilot monitor check, yaw dampers check. Not sure if we can turn the yaw dampers on already. A little bit hard to see now with the sun shining on it. Maybe once we engage the avionics, so not sure if we are allowed to do that yet. Probably won't break anything. Why don't you just turn them on? Where were the avionics? That's the avionics master. There you go. No clue what I'm doing. Alright, okay, let's move on. Fuel counter, let's see, yaw dampers check. Fuel counter 0 on the fuel panel. That's the N1 reminder. Probably that's what we're talking about. That's on 0. Fuel quantities check. I believe we had 50%. Where are the turbine, oil, fuel flow. I do like the sounds, man. Amps, hydraulic pressure, emergency air, fuel flow is not flowing obviously, oil pressure, ram air temperature, turbine speed, turbine temperature, fan speed. It would be nice if we were to locate the fuel gauges. We have tap temp, weak temp. And that's usually how I do it. I just, sometimes I just basically jump in and just, see what's going to happen. Urea fuel quantity. It does not look to be very much, but it looks like it might. Oh, look at this. So left tip, left wing, fuselage, right wing. Okay. So we can also put it on total then. There you go. Right, that looks fine. Let's have a little sip of the iced tea. And there's no booze in there, man. So fuel quantity check should be fine for where we're going. Cross flow valve should be on closed. That looks to be closed. Transfer fuel should be off. Standby pumps check and off. Standby pumps are off. Transfer fuel is off as well. Fuselage valve if installed and fuel jettison off. CVR test, no clue. Direct chute handle if installed. That was stowed. Takeoff data N1 V1 rotate V2 takeoff distance compute and box set. So box set does it actually have box setting a set. We're not going to be diving into that today. So that is the pre-start checklist. So let's go to the startup checklist now. Cabin door is secured and the lights are out. Fuel computers are on. Air conditioner is off. Let's orient, and climate. So it's something here, I believe. I'm good. Alright, okay. Auxiliary heat if installed, batteries are on, inverters are on, parking brake, hydraulic pressure required. So that, I think that's what it was. Parking brake needed hydraulic pressure, so we were able to release the parking brake, and by doing that we probably used up all the hydraulic pressure that was in the system, but we were not able to re-engage the parking brake. So if it's the parking brake hydraulic pressure required, and what they said here, hydraulic pump off. I'm curious now. So I believe we cannot set the parking brake. No. So what happens if we then select the hydraulic pump? We also have a readout for the hydraulics. I believe I may have seen that hydraulic pressure. Well, let's just disengage the hydraulic pump here and watch what's going to happen. Where was it? Here with the here's the hydraulic pressure. There you go, and it's going down. Okay, so probably hydraulic pump on, so it's pressurizing. Hopefully we can simply now, there you go, that's cool, we learned a thing. Very nice. Alright, so let's carry on. Let's see where the batteries, inverters, parking brake, hydraulic pump off. For now that's okay. So we actually do need to have it off before we start the engine, but that's perfectly fine. The parking brake is set now. Beacon light on. I had some lights. Not here. Landing lights. And I believe these lights are on the co-pilot side. Vehicle light, strobe light, beacon light. That's in the on position. Are there any other lights? Beacon light. Thrust levers to cut off. Engine start, ensure N1 rotation. Well, let's have a look at that. So, thrust levers, let's just see if they are, at least look like they're in the idle position there. So then, engine start, ensure N1 rotation. Start generator switch if GPU is assisted, off at idle, or if battery start, generator at idle. Not really sure how this works. Engine start, so is there any like an engine start button or something? Because now we would like to start this sucker. Boiler, friction brake. So here's the drag chute that they were talking about in the checklist there, but it does not look like it's installed. And again, not sure if they are going to implement that. You know, maybe it's already been developed, or it's like in development, and then later on it might be added or something. Not really sure. But it would obviously be really cool, you know, to land this little aircraft, and it has this drag chute behind it upon touchdown. I've never seen actually drag chute on, you know, like like these types of aircraft, but you know, I've seen lots of things that pilots have not seen, so they're simply not aviation related. Alright man, so alright, this is also loaded up actually. So how the hell do we start the engine, man? No warning lights, yep, no. Yaw damper, engine, there we go. Okay. Testing do anything? I don't know. I'm quite certain this didn't do jack shit. We actually still have the sun just shining on this little bit, so it's a little bit hard to tell. See, this one looks like it's like there's a bulb behind it. And this one does not, so it might actually still be the sun then, I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. Well, we do have the user guide in any case, you know, if we really feel like we need it. Let's have a little look outside while I roll this cigarette closed. So there it is, the Learjet 35A, my Flysimware. They're the same company that also made the Cessna 414AW Chancellor, which is one of my very favorite aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, I was quite happy to see that they released a new aircraft. Alright man, so how the hell do we start this sucker up? Engine start, ensure N1 rotation. If battery start gen is at idle. Not really sure. It looks like there should be like a, from reading this, engine start. It looks like there's supposed to be like a single button that says start this sucker up. And then, you know, as you can see, there's quite a lot going on. Cabin L2 test off, not working, that's all, not it. Stall warning. There's only so many options here. Engine sync. I'm really drawn to this. Power. Not really sure what this is powering. I would assume actually it says yaw damper. Primary, secondary, engine. Engine on. Test. Okay, the test, that's a little thing here is actually moving. It's interesting. Why is it only moving on the left side and why is that one there not moving? I do not know. Is there a way to power that? If I then do test, there you go. Looks like they're both powered then. And this light's actually turning on green. But something might be happening, I don't know. But if I press this power button here for the engine, I'm just simply now resorting to simply pressing buttons in a very calm and moderate panic. It looks like something was sort of happening. Still, it's hard to see with the lights there. It doesn't have wind, no, or sunshades, no. I don't know. I would either power and or engine. There's probably some sequence that you have to do. Let's first stumble on a little bit further, or we check the manual and we just get lost in the reading. Does this also look a little bit green? This looks more green. This one looks more grey. The ENG letters there. It is very hard to say. Does this make any difference? Think what the hell is going on. At least when I press test, it looks like both are responding. Now we have established that. So if I press power on the left side and do test, only the right testing dial is rotating. If I press power on the right side, that light actually goes off. That also tells us something. This looks to be responding immediately. And now nothing happens. So power left. Maybe it is green and we simply don't see it because of the sun. That could very well be. I think what I'll try now, let's just power it off for a second. Let's say we want to start the second engine, and we do power on and engine. We have to hold it. Does not look like it. Let's see if there's anything happening. Doesn't sound like anything is happening in any case. Oh, there is some really slow progression there, I guess. Just trying to figure things out. Let's disengage and power down. We do power here and engine, because maybe we need to start engine number 1 first, but I'm not sure about that. It doesn't sound like it's doing anything. We should have fuel pumps on. Let's look at that. Jet pumps are on. Standby pumps, not really sure. Let's turn on the standby pumps as well. In any case, and we had hydraulic pump. We do not need that, I guess, now. You know what? Let's just turn that on as well. Just press everything that we have. And then now if it starts working, we will not know which of the buttons it was. So let's try the right one again. Power and engine. Doesn't sound like it's starting up a real loud rolling engine or anything. Turbine speeds are completely at 0 there. So we are definitely missing something else. So I think the standby pumps can go off, and the hydraulics, if we're following the checklist, I guess they should be off now. Could we maybe change if we first select engine? No, then that's not gonna work. So it does definitely need power. This looks like light up a little bit. Let's just test. And it looks like it's lighting up a little bit there on the left. Okay. Yeah, it does light up. Okay. Anything else that we can do, guys? That's what you get, when just diving in. So straight into a new aircraft you never flew before. And generators. Let's see here. Look at this. Okay. Let me shut this bit down here for a second, just to be on the safe side, if you will. Not really sure what the order would be. Left generator to start. There you go. Now I'm really curious about this bit here. Well, this is just for the yaw dampers probably. So I'm just making a complete fool out of myself. Okay. Left engine is starting up. Let's quickly check what the see what the checklist is saying. We do not want to blow the engine now. Get battery start, generators at idle, yes. Voltmeter, ammeter, I believe that. Spoiler on check, flaps 20 or 8. We can do this later. Hydraulic pressure check. Turn 2 and complete before starting engines. Checklist if required. Other engine optional start. If GPU assisted start, no. Start gen switches gen. Battery charging bus. We should check them as start. Starter disengagement if required. Alright, it's probably I hear something, but that could be the exit something there. Okay. Yeah, GSX. Okay. Check right fuel pressure. Low oil pressure. Vital heat is off. Left generator, right generator. Alright. See if we can start the right engine. We get turbine speed, turbine temperature will start to increase. You can see it here, there you go. We do have hydraulic pressure, and I believe we did not have the hydraulic pump on, so hydraulic pressure probably being generated by the motors then. So I guess we have power on, people. Let's listen here outside and look. Let's do a little test. It appears to be working. That also appears to be working, okay. That's pretty cool. I guess we can just carry on. If you ask me, we've started up for taxi. Avionics set. Radar standby. So I'm not sure what radar. Maybe it's the weather radar. I think it's the weather radar. Circuit breakers are in. Well, unless these are. No, see, they're still not working at all. Coffee oven if installed, sure. Fuel control governor check. Windshield heat, purge as required. Lights on as required. Anti-skid on, lights out. Passenger breathing, cabin secured, no smoking, fasten seatbelt signs on. Parking brake release. Alright, so the avionics. Let's have a look here. Vital heat. Install heat, I guess. Vital heat, and they are off, and I think it's probably stall heat, but I'm not really sure. Could that also be then the cell heat? Let's have a look at that. See if they go off. No, they do not. Well, it's like an anti-icing kind of thing, probably. Let's turn those off for now. Windshield heat, we do not need it. Step, wing heat. Both, I guess. Not sure if that's getting rid of these. I don't know if it's just a stall warning. I'm not really sure. I mean, we're not stalling, so let's turn this back off for now. Marker beacon height is probably just a sound. Actually pretty cool, why not? Radio, altitude, autopilot. Let's turn off the autopilot. Is that really the autopilot master switch there? Not not sure what the air IGN left and the right mean. Let's turn them on, see if we break anything. Left and right generator are still illuminated as well. So I'm not really sure how it works. If we turn off the generator, will the engine turn off? Doesn't look like it. And then probably no, wait. Oh, there you go. They're still on start, and they should go to generator, I guess. There you go. So the aircraft now knows that it needs to generate power, I guess. Takeoff trim. Could be this one here, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's see if we just press buttons randomly. I don't know, we'll see this later on. And anything else? So we can choose heading mode, nav mode. So let's have a look at the flight plan, and we go to menu. Am I clicking anything? Why is there these little arrows, man? That's a little bit weird. Menu. Import from SimBrief. Okay. Getting data. Analyzing. Loading. St. Louis to Chicago Midway. Yes, please. It's just loading it up now. Runway 29er. See if we can turn on the weather radar. But I believe Microsoft Flight Simulator does not allow weather radar at the moment. This is now on the map mode. Weather. See if there's any weather when we increase the distance. Doesn't look like it. Alright, whatever, we'll just leave that for now. Wait, let's just do one thing, 160, and then... Oh, the angle doesn't work. Okay, never mind then. Alright, so at least we got power. We have cabin pressure. Let's also turn on some lights here. Recognition lights, strobe lights, nav lights. The flaps, let's do flap 8. Quickly check here, circuit breakers, coffee, fuel control governor, not really sure. I thought it was this, but this looks again like just a timer. Lights, windshield heat, yeah, anti-skid on, lights out. Anti-skid, what's that? Where was the anti-skid? We saw that earlier. Anti-skid is on. No smoking and fasten seatbelt sign. That was here. There we go. Alright. And runway 29er, and we need to tell this aircraft what to do. What happens when you press this bit right here? Nothing yet. So haven't really quite figured out the autopilot yet, but could be that we should first engage it. Guess so. I think, was that power button green there? Autopilot off? It wasn't. Okay. autopilot on. Then I guess we should be able to then, there you go, so we arm nav. And is there also a way to tell it what to do now? GPS, probably this is okay. So runway 29er, and let's have a look at the airport. I don't think this is going to work like I want, so let's just open up the chart here. Runway 29er, looks like that's this one all the way up here. So we will just taxi, I guess we taxi out of here onto Foxtrot, I think, follow Foxtrot, and then all the way until the Sierra here, go left on Sierra. It's actually fairly simple. Alright. Get rid of this for a bit. Alright, so are we a stall warning? Look, stall warning. And the stall buttons there are gone. Yes. Okay, just 1 second please. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. You know, when your mother calls, you drop everything. You know what I mean? And you answer the damn phone. You say, "Hey mom, what's up? Everything okay?" And you tell your mother, "Hey mom, listen, are you okay?" "Yes, well, I'm streaming, you know, so and I'll call you back later." And when you have a very sweet mom and everything is okay, you know, thank goodness, then she says, "Hey, sure man, no worries. I just wanted to know your plans for this and such, you know what I mean." So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to call my mother back later. First we're going to fly this sucker. So the takeoff trim, not really sure what to do with that. I'm not expecting it to be too much of a problem really. I guess we can still fly. The yaw damper, so basically I guess it's actually just the yaw damper section. Then, well, we were first focusing on this and, you know, I was thinking maybe it's something to do with the engine. I am going to power that on. Engine and engine. Oh, does it work like that? Okay. Looks like yaw damper is on. Nav is armed, so I was wondering, let's see, was I wondering? No, maybe I wasn't. Heading, where's the heading bug? That would always be nice. Let's just put that on 29er. At least oh, that's the course actually. I should use the heading bug here. Let's put that on 29er. So at least we have some sort of a backup, if you will, in case the after takeoff the autopilot does not quite engage in following the GPS, you know. So at least we, if it will then follow the heading, then at least we, you know, we are controlling where we are going, and then we can figure out later how we're going to get there, so that we're not drifting aimlessly, you know, Okay, so I think we should almost be done. Maybe let's check the local QNH, and then we also should set an altitude. So I guess we go to airports, airport information for St. Louis Lambert International. Does it say it here? I don't think so. Weather. Do we actually have an ATIS by any chance? Looks like 2981. Copy. Okay. So we have the altimeter set as well. Anything else? Yeah, I would like to set some altitude for the autopilot. And while we were looking around the aircraft, and I'm thinking back, I do not believe I remember having seen that. Let's actually return the yokes for now. Actually, that's stupid. Let's just get this one out of the way again, because I probably need to look right in front of me. There's a DME thingy. There you go. Push to select. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's all in one dial there. And let's just dial it around. Let's go straight to 39,000 feet. And there's really no way to make it go quicker. So I wonder what the aircraft's going to do, because I believe it's probably quite powerful little engines way at the back, so it's probably just going to push the fuselage forward. So we'll see about that in a couple of minutes. 39,000 feet, and pitch we have speed, alt select, altilt hold, vertical speed, might do that. We leave that as it is for now. Do we have taxi lights? We had the landing lights. I believe they were. Here we have landing lights. Does not look like there's taxi lights here. And here also believe I did not see anything that looked like taxi lights. So I guess we're just going to roll. Let's look outside. How the hell did we get out of here? Probably need a little bit of a pushback. That's pretty cute. This is beginning to look a little bit weird. That's obviously not working at all. Okay. Release the parking brake. There you go. So pretty cool, man. So far I'm liking it. Alright, let's hold it right here then. Let's press the toe brakes, because on idle engine it's already moving forward. Parking brake is set. And is this person going to go? Let's see. Alright, he's going. Alright, man. Before taxi, taxi in before takeoff, brakes and steering check, fuel panel checked and balanced, thrust reversers checked and stowed. Thrust reversers, where did I see them? Weren't they like, oh, there you go, checked and stowed, thrust reversers. So not armed then. I guess then probably that is okay. Flight controls check, flight instruments check, takeoff data. Well, we're just going to wing that for now. Engine instruments, 12 meters, emitters, navigational equipment, radar is required, spoilers retracted, light out. Spoilers. They are retracted. Have a look, it's pretty cool. So we should have a light. The spoilers are out. Let's have a look. There you go. It's good to know in case of an overspeed. No clue what the speed settings are going to be. Is it just going to, you know, or we're just going to manage it ourselves? Really no idea. We'll find this out as we go. Flaps are set, trims set, primary lights out, pressurization set, cabin air on. Cabin air is now on. Cabin temperature controls, that's all okay. Anti-ice systems, sure. Electrically heated windshield, and crew takeoff briefing. Then runway lineup, parking brake up, transponder engaged. Transponder is always interesting, yeah. Transponder probably should, I guess, also be here. It might depend on which type of livery in this case you load. I do know that the transponder is present here in the GPS, the BMS 750. Transponder. So let's go 3121 and let's go on. Alright, sir. I was thinking maybe to try this online on the VetSim, but then I figured that's probably pushing it. Light of heat is up, ignition off, annunciator panel out. Ignition. I think that should be off. We just have the takeoff trim. I'm not really sure. Let's check here again. Steel lock, nose up. Yep. No. I guess I'm good. we can do. Have a quick look where we are. Let's hide the sidebar there. So we're going onto a hotel, straight onto runway 24, and where we turn left onto Sierra. And it should take us to our runway. Oh, let's have a look. Parking brake disengaged. We're now just on engine idle. Alright, man, we're doing it. Yeah, quickly check something here. Okay, that sounds fine. Are we able to steer this now? We were earlier, so everything's still working. Does not appear to steer. This obviously should not. No. So let's stop here for a second. I believe there was a nose wheel steering control somewhere. Gear lock. I could have sworn we were taxiing a little bit earlier. I mean, we are steering. Let's try again. Yeah, the piece will be working. Okay, cool. Have a little look outside. Some of the new aircraft. I guess ground handling seems quite okay. Zoom in here a little bit. Foxtrot. Let's find the yellow brick road. I'm putting the engine on idle, and looks like it's actually still accelerating, so let's use the toe brakes a little bit there. We're not going too fast. Let's see if I can keep us straight and quickly have a sip of the iced tea. Oh, so far so good, but I will need to compensate now. Getting close to Sierra, I guess. It looks like we're on Foxtrot and not on hotel. Sierras to the left. There's the holding point for runway 24. So we're going to be turning left right here. By the looks of it, it does require us to cross this runway here, 12 left. Just go ahead and give ourselves clearance to do so. Whoopsies. There's an aircraft there in front of us. And are we approaching 29? If we want to right, we're going to cross this as well. So it's exciting, man. And like, it also looks like my system is not too unhappy. And let's take a right here, because I believe. No, not yet. Let's see. Let's engage the parking brake and let's have a look here at the chart. We should be. Let's see. Oh, we should actually cross, I guess. Or we could. Yeah, let's cross it right here and then go left on whatever that name there is. Well, let's have a look. So we went on to Foxtrot. I believe I just told myself that there was a hotel. Okay, so we were right there at Foxtrot. We're on Sierra. We're going to cross runway 24 and then left on Tango. Alright, sir. Parking brake disengaged. Let's apply a little bit of thrust here, just to get her rolling. I do hear some ticking sounds whenever the thrust is operated. I'm not sure what that is. I'm sure it's simulated, you know, but not really sure what it's supposed to simulate. It sounds interesting. It sounds alive, you know what I mean. There's a ticking sound again. Tick, tack, tack. Tangles to the left. And I believe this should take us straight onto the runway basically, so let's just keep on going. Looks like the wind conditions are quite okay. So yeah, man, so far I'm really liking this little aircraft for sure. And I'm curious to see how it operates, how fast is it and all that stuff. It can go really high. One thing that's always interesting with these types of airplanes is the speed control. You know, is it something you have to manage yourself the whole time? Very likely. Let's cheat and look outside. We're going quite fast actually. Does not look like there's any incoming traffic, so let's just get on with it. Right, man. So no clue. Hopefully we're not going to blow up the engines or anything. This is like a rogue style approach to jumping into a new aircraft, following the checklist. And again, I do like the checklist set up like this. There's nothing you can click. There's no giveaways. You click something and the camera will take you there. You know what I mean? There's none of that, which makes it kind of hardcore. And I must say I do appreciate that. It's a good way to basically learn your aircraft. You know. Let's find the center line first here. Okay, so I think there's nothing really else we should do. I'm not sure about the trim settings. I guess that's all okay. Let's put the parking brake for a second. So we have armed. What's LRN? Okay, so that's like the flight director. No, LRN, sure, well, nav, but it doesn't say nav is armed now. Let's quickly go over the flight plan-ish. Go runway heading and then we turn to the right. We could maybe have a look at the, we might have to help ourselves a little bit for the departure route, the SID. So, not car 5. So should turn right heading 036. For now, I guess that's fine. Not sure what type of GPS it is. Sometimes these GPS need to be lined up first before they will acquire the signal. Oh, I guess we'll see about that. Unless there's any... It says GPS here. I guess that is good. Sounds like I hear some engines, but... No. Alright, okay. We have 39,000 feet set. And maybe let me turn on my cooler here on my system. Stand by 1 second, please. Lately I've been using the NitroSense. I'm running on an Acer computer or laptop. And the NitroSense does provide a little bit of help, because as of late I've been having some stutters. Let's just put it on max and high performance. Hopefully that will help us a little bit, because I do notice sometimes when looking around it's sort of lagging a little bit. I think I would like the yoke back now. Alright man, anything else before we take off? The runway heading, let's then actually set the heading for 036, just in case the autopilot does not go there. And at least we made some sort of decent departure. See, we're squawking normal. Let's also set this altimeter to 2981. That is on, I'm not sure what the LRN, the cap and the arm mean. Well, arm. You know, press basically just one button, it looks like. But I guess that's fine. Altitude hold, altitude select. I guess we're just going to be using vertical speed, but I'm a little bit scared of doing that during takeoff, during the takeoff roll. So we're just going to have to remember to use that angle of attack. I'm not sure if there's anything else. The thrust reversers, do they need to be armed for takeoff, perhaps? Probably. We could actually just have a look here. Runway lineup. Parking brake up, transponder, yeah, get away. Transponder, thrust reversers armed, there you go, Python heat up, yes, light, all bar link, check. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. So, you need the thrust reversers in case probably of rejected takeoff, you know. Right, man, let's just get this thing going. Not sure about the takeoff speeds, I believe there was something, or that's not this plane, no. Okay, well, let's parking brake released, and I guess full power, Geronimo, here we go. Oh, got to keep it on the runway. Oh shit. Put in some aileron there. Oh, looks like we're airborne-ish. Alright, okay. Gear up. Let's just try and trim it manually a little bit. The trim light actually here and the annunciator panel has gone as well. Okay. And it's interesting, it's not sure now how to actually engage the autopilot. We did sort of pre-arm it. Let's again get rid of our lovely yoke here. So the autopilot master is on. No, we're shooting up into the sky, absolutely there. The flaps can go up as well. And let's just do a bit of manual flying. And turn right to 036. And cut down on the power a little bit, because it looks like we're about to overspeed. Well, there she is, man. So yeah, something that I now realize that I wasn't really sure of is how do we know the autopilot's on? Let's try something. If we change the heading bulk, we put it for instance to 090 or whatever. We're already at 10,000 feet. Wow. If we select heading, it's not turning right. Okay, so that is confirmed. So nav is armed. So if roll, heading, back course, level, power. Oh, there's just testing button there. Maybe engage. I guess that was it. Okay, so that is one thing. We have lateral navigation. And let's see our angle of attack. At least we're still climbing. Our speed is, I guess, a little bit lowish, but for now I'm going to leave it like that. Now altitude select. What will that do? Arm. Vertical speed. It might be speed hold. And there might be, if we do IAS, it's probably going to try and maintain this speed. And by doing so, just angling, getting the correct angle for climbing. Let's have a look at the after takeoff checklist and have a look at that. Landing gear positive rate. It doesn't say landing gear up. I don't know. That would make sense to say landing gear up, but yaw damper as required. Thrust reversers checked. I guess they can just go off now. We will definitely not be needing them in the air. Ignition, not sure what to do. Flaps are up. Pressurization set to 29902. Well, not yet, but once we cross 18,000 feet. Landing taxi lights off. They can actually go off now. I believe I did not turn on the... Oh, that's taxi lights in the middle and landing lights. But totally forgot to turn them on anyway. But now also see there is a taxi light. Okay. And what else do we have? Autopilot, ABPR light off if applicable. Not really sure. Hydraulic pressure check. Let's just check our hydraulic pressure. It's present. Angle of attack indicators normal. Not sure which line is it supposed to tell us what's going on. Okay, so I guess we're on our way. Let me quickly check the sound, because on this side here it's just sheerly deafening. So I'm not sure if my voice is even audible, so stand by please. It sounds amazing. Okay. Alright, so we do have the DME counters. Hopefully, yeah, that is actually slaved here to the GPS, so that's for our next waypoint, which will be Nautica. 13 nautical miles. Let's zoom out a little bit. Alright, man. 16,000 feet. So in terms of speed, does not look like there's any sort of speed control, if you ask me. Not sure what SFT stands for. This is not like a real speed hold kind of thing, I believe. What I said earlier, there's something to do with climbing. Sorry. So it's not the most accurate description I'm providing there, but as long as everybody's just entertained. After takeoff checklist, I guess that's complete with angle of attack indicators. Yeah, so that's completed. And climb. No smoking, fast seatbelt signs as required. Well, there you go. Pressurization check. That's still a little bit of a mystery to me. I'm still getting, allowing myself to get a little bit confused with the different settings there, or readout options rather, I should say. They are not settings. 18,000 feet, transition altitude, in our case 18,000 feet for sure. Checks there, monitor the altimeters, recognition light, air conditioner, oxygen pressure and emergency pressure switches if installed. So we are crossing 18,000 feet, so we go to standard barometric pressure. So that will be 29902. I think all these lights are actually good. Let's just keep them on. Flight level 350, air conditioner. Flight level 410, that's pretty high, man. What else do we have? Cruise. So during cruise, pressurization check, fuel management is required, engine instruments check, cabin temp controls, other systems monitor. And then we have our descent checklist. But we're not quite there yet. Okay. Get rid of the tablet for a bit. It's a really nice, cozy little airplane, man. I like it a lot. It's noisy as hell. We can simulate with the headphones. There we go. We're now simulating the pilot headphones, so I must say with this noise it's actually not too bad. However, I'm not really sure what kind of other audio cues we might miss. Unless they are routed through to the headset, obviously. So 20,000 feet. We're still climbing. Let's check the speed currently. It seems quite steady. So let's see. Look, turbine speed. Guess that's the N1. There's 86%. See if we can go a little bit faster. Let's go a lot faster. We're still climbing, so I'm not expecting us to overspeed anytime soon. Can go even a little higher, I guess, or not. No, this looks like the max currently, 95.6%. Our speed, I'm not sure if it's dropping. If anything it is, it's definitely not going up. So we could maybe now use the nose down a little bit. I'm not sure how responsive this is. We're now climbing. I know it looks a lot worse. Around 5,000 there. Let's see if we put the nose down a little longer. So that does not actually that does maybe appear to work a little bit. So I guess it's not super sensitive, which actually is a good thing. Unless I'm crazy and it's just a coincidence, but just keeping it pressed down a little bit more. It has definitely dropped indeed, and speed might be picking up. I did not really memorize where it was. 28,000 feet. I'm not sure if the let's try something. Just want to use basically the trim wheel. Can we get the yoke back, by the way? There is a trim wheel on the yoke. Just like it. Nose down. And that appears to be responding quite well. And that should mean our speed should pick up as well. Yeah, so far so good. We do have a ways to go. It's not super long, but well, it's also not a super short flight, so we do not have to start descending just yet. But as you can see, it's not very long. So see how this is going to go. In a bit we'll just check the arrival. See what this is doing. So the aircraft will level off at 39,000. Right, so let's just keep it climbing a little bit. I'm just going to get another drink, and I will be back within 2 shakes of 1 lamb's tail. Alright, here we are again. Climbing through 35,500. Still, it's climbing steadily, man. It's climbing fast. So yeah, so far, again, I'm not complaining at all. I must say I'm a little bit bummed. It's a big word, but a little bit bummed that like the circuit breakers, for instance, are not working. At the same time, it is not really something that I would actually be using. But I don't know. Maybe we're just spoiled, and just seems like it's cool if it works for some reason. I believe they do work in the Flysimware's other aircraft, the Cessna 414. And again, this is just version 1.0, so it's like, I'm not sure when it was released. I believe it was today, or yesterday. And I believe it's also coming to the Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace. Not sure if it's there. I got it straight from the Flysimware website. Obviously, the link is in the video description, so you can just follow that and have a look for yourself. Alright, so the beep that we heard, indication that we are 1,000 feet from our assigned altitude, or selected altitude rather, or requested, or demanded, whatever the word is. So that means we are about to go level flight. And I think we can see confirmed hold is on. So that means we should be going to see an increase in our speed, which then means we should monitor it. We do not want to overspeed the aircraft. Like, so how did you like your new aircraft? Well, it was fine, you know, just didn't like the crashing. You know what I mean. So we're going to monitor that. Man, I'm telling you, this iced tea is amazing. Okay. 39,000 feet. And the speed is climbing, so I'm not sure I'm not really sure what when it's considered overspeeding when looking at these markers here. Obviously, like intuitively, I'd be like, well, do not cross this line. But I believe earlier during takeoff we were actually around 300 here. And why are there 2 separate red lines as well? Like, well, don't go beyond this. But if you do, well, then at least don't go beyond that. I mean, you know. Not really sure how that's working. Speed actually seems to be quite steady. Yeah. I believe LRN, by the way, is probably lateral navigation. Could be. I'm not sure what the cap then means. CAP. Captured. Maybe captured for when you're flying an ILS. Well, speaking of which, let's have a look at our flight plan for the descent. Well, it's United States from 39,000 feet. Well, sorry for the excessive noise there. Yeah, so double check here on the speed. I am going to cut back a little bit on the throttle there. See if this keeps us steady, and then let's have a look at the arrival. Okay, this should be our arrival. That looks like a nice little tree. And let me quickly check on the sim brief. The flight plan, the actual flight plan, the OFP if you will. ND6 arrival for 3-1 center. So ND6 ND6 looks like it's going to be this one right here. You can see ND6 here. This is also ND6, so that's not it's not confirmed yet. Check the flight plan here. Whoops. So we go back, we go to flight plan. Looking at this, we might be quite high now actually. Let's check. This never took us to 39,000 feet, so why did it give us 39,000 feet? I'm going to descend for sure. We are on our way to Nani, where we should be at precisely 14,000 feet. We're never going to be making that, 19 nautical miles I guess. Well, let's give it a try, 19,000 feet, so let's dial in. I am again going to get rid of the yoke here. Come on man, it's taking too long. So 19,000 feet. I do hope they have an ILS approach. We'll look at that in a bit. I think first we should descend 19,000 feet. And there was a horn silencer. Let me first find that. Horn silence, because when we go idle for the descent, we could get a gear warning, gear extension warning. So, navigation is armed. What is that about? Looks like it's not following navigation. Let's see how does this work. So So do we need to intercept ourselves? How did we do it earlier again? See if we dial it in like this. Quite severe, but we are going to do it anyway. Heading. That is actually responding. Okay, and it's armed, so that probably means that once it's intercepted again, we'll probably switch over to the GPS. And I guess we should maybe not even try to go to Nani anymore, but let's zoom in a little bit. No, we're never going to make it like this. Okay, so no worries. Let's go to the flight plan and activate leg to mag. Okay. We're still armed on the navigation. And there we should already be at 9,000 feet. So let's just start our descent now. And let's do engines idle and speed hold. See if this is going to bring the nose down. That does not appear to be working just yet. So disengage that one there. Then altitude select, what does that do? Armed. It is also not bringing the nose down now. So this I'm just figuring out as we go. So vertical speed, I guess. And trim it down. See if that's going to work out for us. We are captured. We're on lateral navigation again. Let's have a look here at our map. So that's at least something. Yeah, so we're definitely getting close. We should go down, and we're not going down fast enough, if you ask me. We're on idle, what's our speed? It's getting quite low, so we should definitely be going nose down at some stage. So what we could do maybe is simply pitch forward ourselves. The aircraft allows us to. Oops, that might be a bit severe. My apologies for that. Other people in the back. And now if we choose speed, will it hold? No, that won't work. Okay. We're definitely getting, look at this. Autopilot disengage and full power. Because we're about to reach stall if we don't. Let's try and turn off the autopilot here for a bit. And see if we can get some control. It's obviously not the way to do it, but no, gotta try something. So cutting back the power a little bit again, and then see if we can find some nose down attitude by using the trim down. This might be a little bit severe. Something like this will make us overspeed. So let's go engines to full idle. And then if we engage the autopilot again, nav is armed. Should go Not heading, please. Okay, this is obviously looking like a test flight, by the way, you know, these big movements, very bad. We'll not make it in the first run, I think. We definitely need to descend. We were way up, way too high up there. Check what's going on here. Let's go left. And then hopefully we'll get lateral navigation. We are definitely descending now. The speed is definitely increasing. I do not hear any speed warnings, however. And it looks like the barber icon, the barber bar has moved. So that's interesting. That appears to be dynamic. Oh, we're going way too much to the left. Look at that. So, what the hell is going on? Let's go to our flight plan and the I believe this was actually already on, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was. The autopilot is still on. Lateral navigation, so it's been captured. That's good. So hopefully we do not get lost. Okay, let's hope for the best for a little bit. And let's quickly check runway 31 center. This approach, sure, I'll take it. Airports. Maybe just go to flight plan and then charts for Midway. Approach charts. And then we look and get 31 center, please. 31 center has an ILS, put a pin in it, and let's quickly check that one out. .109.9er. .109.9er, where's our nav? 109.9er and transfer by this button. There you go, 109.9er. Okay, so that's a bit put in. The course was 318, I believe, 318 degrees. Okay, we'll put in the course here on 318. Okay. We're still following the flight plan, so that's good stuff. Now we are at 8,000 feet. Let's keep on descending for a little bit. Our speed is still okay. Because I'm suspecting we're getting fairly close. 1,700 feet is where the glide slope starts. So let's quickly look at the arrival charts. Are we anywhere to be seen on this chart? It does not look like. And the 7,000 feet. So I think actually we're probably doing fine. And let's see if we can hold around 4,000 or whatever. Or maybe just hold here for now. Altitude hold. So now that we've done this, we should definitely put in some more power. I do see that it's lost its navigation again, and that is quite a bit of shame. and looks like it is not holding the altitude either. Okay, so we definitely need to learn how to use the autopilot. On our way to Gaga there, winners and then Gaga. It's definitely getting too low. Does this disengage the autopilot? Maybe. Alright, so autopilot is on again. So yeah, that's a little bit weird. Our speed is fairly high actually. I do want to stay at the same altitude, please. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do an ILS landing. Probably just going to be a rogue style, you know, a manual landing. Do we have our runway in here, in the flight plan? Looks like we're trying to level off, so let's put in some more power. Maybe flaps 1. I do not really have a situational awareness of where we are at the moment. Quickly check the flight plan. Runway 31 center is actually in there. Okay, so that's at least something. Go quickly, we go back to map. And we declutter traffic. I don't care about the traffic. This is sounding scary. This might be gear warning. I'm going to retract the flaps. Let's actually arm the reverse thrusters for in case we do touch down. So the flaps are up. Not sure, so maybe let's flaps 20%. I think it's a gear warning. Let's see. Let's just drop the gear. Oh, this is interesting, man. Okay. Oh yeah, I want to do declutter, so VOR's intersections and the B's, they can all go. And still I do not see. Let's have a look. Let's say we go straight to a runway. Just activate leg, just see what that's going to do. Yes, activate leg. At least on the map we can see where we're supposed to be going. Does not appear to show it. I don't know, man. Look outside for a bit. Looks a little bit scary to be sitting here like this. You have winners, so Midway is right there, but it does not show here on the map. That's a little bit concerning. That's Midway, that's load procedure. Approach, because there's no approach loaded. So approach, ILS, probably the... Oh, no, go back. Go back up. ILS 31 center. Vectors, yeah, sure. Load, approach and activate. Let's just do that. Yeah, we could quickly check the map here for some more situational awareness. So, obviously it has a longer approach path. Our speed is dangerously low. Look at that. I'm applying full thrust here for a second. So I don't know, maybe we should just disengage the autopilot altogether now and just try to do everything manual, because this is getting a little bit scary. Now I do require a visual here. So I guess if we just keep on going till until we reach the magenta line, we should probably be sort of okay. We're at 4,300 feet. I'm trying to trim with the trim wheel, but it appears to be responding really slowly. I'm not sure if that is because I'm doing something wrong or expecting it at the wrong time, for the attitude of the aircraft and all factors combined, but not really too sure about that. As long as we keep it under control for this very first test flight, I'm sort of okay. Alright, zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, so basically it would be nice obviously if we could see the ILS. That would definitely help us. So what we can do, switch. This is actually already switched to VLOC, so that should be okay. Your VOR navigation or GPS, that's perfect, so let's put it on VOR. Alright, it's pretty interesting, so let's see what's going to happen. The airport should be somewhere in that general direction. We do not have any DME now. And we should go to basically 318 degrees, which is the green line there. Really, is it on F2? 109.9. Let's see what's going on, I think. I'll put this on F1. There you go. So we have a DME. Alright, let's turn left. Alright, man, it's pretty exciting. Hopefully we're going to make it. We have our gear down already, which is way too soon. But better safe than sorry. So if we follow the line here, we are to the left. There you go. We should now start turning left. It's quite a steep turn. My apologies for that. And this looks like this is starting to work out quite okay. Let's pull her straight. We have 10 nautical miles, and we might even have, I think that's a runway right there. So cut down on the power a little bit more. Just turn on the landing lights. We are above the glide slope. It's going idle there for a little bit. And trimming still does not really appear to be very responsive. But a little bit to the right of the center line, and then all of a sudden it drops its nose, you know, so it's something to get used to develop like a feel for the aircraft, and obviously a whole bunch of knowledge is actually involved, which I do not currently have. the yellow triangle there, looks like we are still above the glide slope. So that's sort of an improvised landing, but okay, I'm going the next flaps. I think that's 40%. It's flap. Yeah, it's flaps full. Just watch the speed a little bit and maybe see if I can trim her a little bit more straight and add some power here. Quickly testing something. If I go full power, see what the how it responds. And then just pull the power a little bit more. That's the B button on the keyboard. Is a little sort of cheat for the local QNH, because I'm not going to be worrying about dialing it in manually at this moment. Obviously, because you know we were not totally not prepared. We were cruising way too high. But it looks like we are fully configured. We have 3 green lights. The landing gear is in the down position. We have full flaps. So all we need to do is monitor our speed and maybe try to find the center line here for the final approach path. We are 2.2 nautical miles out, altitude 1000 feet. And the lower we get, the more we get the feeling of going quite fast. This is exciting, man. Hopefully we do not crash. Oh, that's a bit scary. I'm going on idle for now. And if you can set her down. Oh, do not drift, please. Just set her down, set her down. That sounds real fucking scary. Okay, nose brakes. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's always such a shame when you have a landing like this. Just find the center line. So I'm not sure if we had to arm anything for the reversers. Actually, can we? Oh, we do have reversers. We'll use them. Just use everything that we have, every trick in the book. Oh, the aircraft is still in one piece. Probably will require severe inspection. And I think if we want to use the nose wheel steering, we probably have to re-engage that or disengage the steering lock. Now we get this little green light there, steering is on. There you go. Alright, let's get this sucker off the runway now. Alright, well, this was the first test flight. I never flew this aircraft before. Just bought it like 15 minutes or whatever before I started the stream. I did not read the manual. I opened it really briefly. Basically, it's just sitting there in the background, and I haven't read probably a single word. I believe I scrolled down a little bit just to see how big it was, and don't even remember. Do not believe it was super big. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so we're taxiing. We have any place where we can go here? I think we're just gonna get off somewhere. So the landing lights, let's change them into taxi lights. And to the left here is probably not where we should be parking, but we are going to do that nonetheless. Because I've had enough of it now. We've flown it, we've sort of landed. It was a very uncontrolled approach, obviously, and that's what you get when you fly it like that. So let's just go here around the corner and cower in shame where nobody can see us anymore. We'll be like, did you see that aircraft, man? Alright, parking brake. Oh, that is not the parking brake, let me check. Yeah, parking brake is set. So, to shut down the engines. Is that generator reset? Does that do? Does it do anything? Go to off, not do anything. These are the reversers, let's not use them. Flaps can go up. Let's see, how do we shut down the engines on this, man? Reversers, I don't think that is it. Start. Or these look like they're in the off position, but these look to be starting. Not sure what this button does. The right and left generator reset doesn't appear to move when you press it. But I should eat something, because I haven't eaten at all. What else can we see? Is there anything else here? I don't know, man. How the hell do we shut it off? There must be some fuel cut thingy. Just again resorting to pressing random buttons. No clue, man. Am I going to give up now? There you go. There you go. And there go our engines. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That does feel good. Okay, generators, I believe they were off. Inverters can be turned off. Anti-skid we not need. Seatbelt signs, well, whatever. Batteries, let's leave them on for a little bit. Well, that was definitely interesting. I think it's a really cool aircraft, absolutely cool. And I would love to fly this some more, and I definitely will. And then hopefully one day we'll get some nice approaches. But you know, this was just the very first try. Let's turn off the avionics. And it does this sometimes. It's quite annoying. Get away. Does appear to be a little bit laggy now. There you go. Anything else? Oh, just the battery then. Let's open the doors before we go. Cabin door, cockpit door. Where's the cockpit door? Oh, this is the cockpit door. That's pretty cool. Look at that. That is fucking sweet, man. I do not believe we can actually go out like this. No. I do believe I saw in a video. Where's the click spot? Check this. This handle here. Look at this, man. This is This is so beautiful. This is so beautifully done. It's just really amazing. There it goes. So there we are. The aircraft looks in one piece, but I'm pretty sure we damaged the hell out of it. So anyway, here we are. Welcome to Chicago. Thank you very much for checking this video, and everybody stay funky. I'm your personal funky sim pilot. Hopefully see you sometime soon. Do check back regularly on the channel and subscribe and all that miserable crap. Like, if you don't like it, then don't like it, obviously. Leave some comments, you know, your favorite recipes or your girlfriend's telephone number or whatever. Hey man, thanks for checking, and see you sometime soon. Bye bye.